After eating a sweet treat and going to throw the container away, never do you think that that container will become a potential death trap for an animal, especially not an animal like a hedgehog. The British Preservation Society started to notice a severe decline in the hedgehog population in Germany. They investigated further and found out it was due to McFlurry containers. They decided to petition McDonald's to change their iconic branding because hedgehogs would be alerted by the dairy still contained in the McFlurry containers, squish themselves inside, and not be able to unsquish themselves, resulting in them dying due to starvation 3 days later. So they petitioned McDonald's, and it went through. McDonald's decided to change the entry of the McFlurry and make it a little bit smaller so the hedgehogs didn't even have a chance to explore the dairy. This story about overcoming adversity reminds me of the quotation, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door," Milton. I agree with this quotation because there are times that there are going to be opportunities that we're going to want to pursue in life, and they don't always come easy. And it's up to us to overcome the adversities that we might face in pursuing the things that we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Today I'll tell you about 3 stories about overcoming adversity. First, a 3-year-old in a Ferrari. Second, Lego heads being swallowed. And lastly, poop on fire. First, Lego heads being a 3-year-old in a Ferrari. Would you trust a 3-year-old to drive your car? I know I wouldn't, and I have a 3-year-old brother, so trust me. But Zayn Safoglu from Turkey was entrusted with an over $500,000 car. Although he needed a booster seat, he was allowed to do relatively whatever he wanted. This was recorded and uploaded to TikTok, where many people had mainly negative things to say and very confused. Maybe things that you're curious about on how a 3-year-old even has access to a Ferrari. Is it safe and is he okay? Well, yes, he is. His dad's actually the professional motorcycle racer that allows him to have access to these automobiles, and not just automobiles, but motorcycles too. His dad is building the opportunity for Zayn to explore a career that many people don't think should be accessible to a 3-year-old, but he is not letting the haters stop him. Now that I've told you about Zayn, I'll tell you about Lego heads being swallowed. A big worry for parents who are raising toddlers is what they're constantly grabbing and putting in their mouth. A popular item found to doctors that work in ERs is Lego heads, as parents would come in panicked and worried because their 3-year-old or toddler had just swallowed a Lego head. And they decided to ease parents' worries by voluntarily swallowing Lego heads themselves. 6 doctors swallowed the Lego heads and recorded their fart score, which is the found and retrieve time of when a Lego head made its way out through a bowel movement. And they found out that it will always make its way out. So if the toddler did try the Lego head, they ensured the parents that they're going to be fine. They are building that opportunity for parents to be calm and keep going when unexpected events like swallowing a Lego head for a toddler comes up. Now that I've told you about Lego heads being swallowed, I'll tell you about poop on fire. After using the restroom, we're not really worried about what happens after we flush the toilet. We are usually relieved and ready to get out and go on with our day. But this is a privilege that is not known to many in other parts of the world, as many suffer with poor sewage conditions that lead to diarrheal diseases, costing millions of lives per year. This is an issue that became apparent to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and they decided to partner with Samsung to reinvent the toilet. This toilet would combust poop and purify pee. New technology that seems very incredible. Although the quirks are still being worked out on how they could mass produce these toilets and get them to the places that need it the most, it is Bill Gates and Samsung building an opportunity to overcome adversity that face other parts of the country and allowing this technology to aid in that. Today I told you about Zayn, Lego heads being swallowed, and poop on fire. These 3 stories about overcoming adversity remind me of the quotation, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door." Once again, I agree with this quotation because there are moments in our lives where there are things that we want to pursue, and it's up to our ability to overcome obstacles that we might face and keep pushing. That allows us to see that when we decide to keep pushing and pursuing the things that we want, we can find those opportunities, building those doors in our lives. So just when you feel like you don't want to go for the thing that you really want because you don't think it's possible, remember the hedgehogs who overcame one of their biggest death traps. If they were able to do it, you can too.